told Bailey, I said, I want the microphone without the cord. She's like, oh, we're going to be sitting, so I can't sit down. I said, it's crazy. I move too much. My name is Brady, Domingue, and the beautiful Bailey, Landry. Before we start, we would like to say a little prayer. So we can bow our heads. Lord, thank you for this time. Quiet our hearts. Give us the words to touch lives. Touch these people. Open their ears and open their hearts. It's all about you, Lord. Steal our show. Do this today. We love you and praise you in everything we do. Amen.
Amen.
So, I'm Brady Domingue, went to Vanderbilt Catholic, graduated in 2010, and as Mr. Bush said, I got a cheat sheet like Coach said. But before college, before Bailey and I ever met, I played ball at Vanderbilt. I was a starting shortstop, pitcher. And I want to say a few stories that lead up to whenever, right before we met, and she's going to talk about her time before. But I was the stud. You know, I was the 147-pound stud. I threw 89 miles an hour at 147 pounds in high school. Sad mid-80s, had a hammer for a breaking ball. I was starting shortstop whenever I didn't pitch. So, you know, walking around, I was an everyday starter my junior year, which guys, young guys, if you're not starting your freshman year, don't get discouraged. I wasn't an everyday starter to my junior year of high school, and I'm going to play at LSU. But anyway, I finally become an everyday starter junior year. While I'm tearing it up. Every day for announcements after the baseball games, you know, Brady Domingue went 3 for 4. You know, got the win, had 11 strikeouts. You feel like you're the man, you're the stud, right? You got all this success. Start getting more looks from the girls. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is what it's about. Well, I got into a slump, and I used to have, I guess every adolescent boy, they get angry. That's or they do something wrong. They got to be tough, show toughness. Well, I'm going to go punch a wall. I'm going to go headbutt a helmet. I hope to God y'all don't do that. I used to do that. I used to headbutt helmets, and it makes you look like an idiot. So don't do that. But anyway, I used to get so mad, man. I was doing so well, and if I went 2 for 3 in a ball game, and there was a time where I went to bat, and you know, say down second and third, and I didn't get a hit to score that game. We lost by 1 run. I took it personal, and I lost that game. Took it too serious. Well, I was on deck warming up, and they had this guy behind me. He was sitting down, and he said, "Hey, Brady, how you doing, man?" And I said, then turned around and said, "Wish I could hit a ball." Right? I'm in a slump for about a week, 2 weeks. And his response was, "At least you can." Okay, I got a big old heart. I'm very passionate. So if I choke up, that's who I am. I'm okay with that. But whenever he said, "At least you can," I turned around and had a guy sitting there. His name was James, and he wasn't sitting down because his legs were tired. He was sitting down because he was paralyzed from the waist down. Okay. Here I am, an able-bodied human being. I'm complaining because I'm having trouble hitting baseball. And I had a poor attitude. And that guy said, he just wishes he could walk on the field. Okay? I ended up striking out because I had tears in my eyes. You know? This guy really did open. The Lord spoke to me right there. He opened up my eyes. And you thought you were still. You're not. There's something bigger. I got to know this guy, and we ended up becoming best friends. He used to come, he ended up getting VA. He would come on the buses with us. We gained a huge relationship. And tell you, I went to church every Sunday. I went to Catholic school my whole life. I was a good kid. I've always been a good guy. But there's times in your life when you get away from who you really are, what you're supposed to do. So me and this guy became really close, and I changed what I played for. It was more about, Lord, before every game I would say, Lord, thank you for giving me the opportunity and the ability to play this great game of baseball. Kind of like steal my show. Let me go out there and play for those that don't have the opportunity or ability to play. It's all about them, Lord. Let me be a mentor by how I act. That way people can see what it's supposed to be like, the way you want it. So that's what I changed my whole life about. I did that. And that's what I started playing, started doing that. Went to junior, I got hurt my freshman year at Southeastern, transferred to LSU Eunice, won a national championship my first year at Eunice. Second year at Eunice, I was an All-American, broke school records. But the whole time, I had probably more of my sophomore year. My freshman year, I kind of got angry with the Lord, man. I got hurt. I started going out. Still a good guy, go to church, pray. But it was almost whenever it was convenient. I'm away from the house now. Mom and Daddy's not there. So ended up getting back with the Lord and knowing what I wanted. I dated, I had relationships, and it was based around the wrong things. The foundation wasn't Christ. Now I know some of us are young, but I'm an open book and be straight up. We did things that should have been saved for marriage, and that was one of the hardest things. Once I met this young lady right here, was to admit that, because I felt ashamed. Thank God, through God's grace, I've been forgiven. She's forgiven me. We moved on, and we've been dating 2.5 years, and this young lady is still a virgin. I'm a born-again virgin, and she will be to the day we get married. So, I had this relationship, and it was based on the wrong things, and I always come home, and I got a great relationship with Mom and Dad. I say, man, am I that bad of a guy? It seems like after a year, these girls go crazy. They hit the crazy button, and we lose sight of everything was good before, but now it's not good. It was because it took me to change and really heal myself and look for, okay, deserve it to win. What kind of, the way you're living right now, you do not deserve this woman you're asking God for. Because I used to pray at night, Lord, make me the man you want me to be, doing what you want me to do, with the woman you want me to be with in your time. And the hardest part I have is in your time. That's the hardest thing. And I used to say this prayer. I was dating another girl. Lord, send me the girl you want me to be with. If this is her, show me. We used to argue. My head's about to explode. I'm like, oh my, it shouldn't be this hard, man. How do you know she's the right one? So, ended up finding a good girl at LSU. She's an LSU cheerleader. Great girl. And I'm not working out because we're two different people. That showed me, just because somebody is nice, just because somebody is good, doesn't mean it's going to work. And that was the first relationship I ever had where we had a good relationship, but it didn't work. Before it was knock down, drag out fights, and you don't understand me, and I don't understand you. Time to go. So we ended up not working out. Guess what? Not long after that, me and Bailey met. But in between that time, after that relationship in junior college, I really looked at myself in the mirror and said, the way you are living as a man, you do not deserve what you're asking for. Wow. By golly, I tell you what, whenever I looked myself in the mirror, manned up, and gave God my life and said, Lord, it's in your hands. And there's times where I still struggle with that. I don't want y'all to think I'm an angel, I'm perfect. Let me tell you something. You can ask this woman right here. Don't ask her, but she'll tell you. I got my moments. So I'm not here to say I'm perfect. I'm here to tell y'all I've made mistakes in my past. I still make mistakes on a daily basis, but it's going to be a constant struggle. It's going to be a constant work to get to where you need to be. And I'm here to share some things with y'all to where y'all don't make some of the mistakes that I did. Take it from a guy that's not far removed from y'all's shoes. I'm only 25 years old. That's not far from you guys. So, that's going into meeting Bailey, and I'm going to let her take it on before she met me.
Hey y'all. Okay, so like you said, I'm Bailey, Landry, his I'm from Ascension Parish, so not far from you guys. He said he's 25, not far removed. I'm even closer. I'm 21, so not that much older than all of you guys. But so yeah, like he said, he was a successful high school athlete. I was as well. In terms of stats and all that stuff. Just like him, I grew up in a great family. Went to church every Sunday. Went to private school up until high school. Continued going to church every Sunday. But I think in high school it was more of you go because you're supposed to. Of course, in my mind, compared to all my friends, I was like, I'm doing the right thing. I'm making better choices, and then I'm good. I'm okay. And at the time, after I graduated, I was in a relationship going into college. Grew up in a similar household, church every Sunday, all that stuff. So, we were good, we were great, we were both good at sports. Awesome, right? Well, get to college. And as you're in high school, you realize you have to grow up a little bit as well once you move on to the real world of college. And that relationship didn't work out. 3 weeks into college, things happen. He was unfaithful. It happens to me, it happens to anybody, right? But anyways, so that happened. And, that was hard for me to deal with because I've been very blessed in my life to where that was, at the time, the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. And, that's saying a lot. It's very minute. It's a whole lot of huge problems that you guys have to go through every day. And so, with that heartbreak, it really led me closer to the Lord, which I'm very thankful for. Because a lot of times, when our hearts do get broken, we're put in a vulnerable place where, we are broken. We're all broken. We turn to things that sometimes fulfill it in not so good ways. So, by God's grace, I was brought into my faith. I was able to explore it more. With my heart broken, what is love? When you think about that, I think everybody has a different answer. But ultimately, what is love? God's love. The cross is love, right? So I made the choice, the active choice, to participate in church groups. I went to praise and worship. I attended Bible studies. I made time in my schedule. As you get into college, if any of you are going to be college athletes, it's very, very, very schedule oriented. You don't get to make your time. Somebody else tells you everywhere to go. And so to make that effort, after you've gone to class all day, you've practiced for way too many hours, you've weightlifted, you've ran, you've done all these things, to go to church after, it does get tiring, but to be able to sustain the life that